While the opening ceremony is still a day away, the Paris Games got underway on Wednesday, and it wasn't the best start for the U.S. men's soccer team, which fell to France 3-0. Team USA will look to bounce back as the Olympics continue, including in the newest sport to join the Games, breaking. Here's senior producer Brock Kohler to break it all down in today's edition of Racing Toward Paris.
For the first time ever, breaking will be competed at the Summer Games. 16 B-boys, 16 B-girls, battling for supremacy in the only new sport at the Paris Olympics. Before we throw down any more facts, if you have any question about breaking or breakdancing being a sport, listen to USA Breakin's Ricardo Fernandez Jr., the man credited with creating the blueprint for competitive breaking competitions, who can tell you all about its rich history dating back to the 1970s.
We were breaking to the break of the record. So now you see where the name comes from. You see what I'm saying? So the record has a break, and that break is the percussion drum part that was elongated by the DJ.
He says breaking comes down to discipline, hence the Bruce Lee background, and athleticism.
You take the athleticism and you put two individuals or a group to compete against each other constantly. You are already creating the atmosphere for it to become marketable. Breaking, you have to be athletic to achieve what you see now.
Team USA will be represented by 4 athletes called breakers. There's Jeffrey Lewis, known as B-Boy Jeffro, who just a few years back wrote a letter to the International Olympic Committee to get breaking to be part of the Games. There's Logan Edra, who started breaking at age 7, nicknamed Logistics by her father. Sunny Choi, who picked up the sport while a freshman at the University of Pennsylvania. And Victor Montalvo, the first American to qualify, whose father and uncle were breaking pioneers. Fernandez, known in the breaking world as B-Boy Speedy Legs, has seen the sport evolve from his days of teaching it to kids in 1980s Miami to showing off his power moves in New York in the 90s.
I dedicated my life to breaking in every aspect, in the art form, in the athleticism, in the competitiveness, and also help create the platform that would take it to the Olympics.
Fernandez started the B-Boys Masters Pro-Am, one of the first breaking competitions, trying to grow the sport and everything that comes with it. The moves like top rock, the music from the DJ, and the overall hip-hop culture that inspires the art form.
I put together the first elements of how to judge it, because it was really hard to judge breaking. Like when I talked to some of the guys that I was down with in the beginning, I know that they probably thought I was corny about implementing something like that.
Fernandez created a 5-element judging system. One he says is very similar to how the breakers will be judged at the Olympics, which will be musicality, vocabulary, originality, technique, and execution. Though Fernandez says some heated politics between organizations emerged during breaking's path to the Olympics, he knows his sport's place on the world's biggest stage will help it grow even more.
I believe that when it gets its exposure in the next 2 to 3 weeks, it's going to be phenomenal. I truly believe it's going to open more opportunities, not only for the first 4 athletes from the United States to make history by being on stage, but for also to create new outlets for the youth.